Hello and welcome from beautiful Southern Oregon. Welcome to the full-size Ford YouTube channel, where we focus primarily on Ford, Mercury, and add full-size offerings. We're glad you're watching today, and today we're going to showcase a 1966 Mercury Montclair four-door hardtop. Mercury line was kind of the middle ground between the Ford models and the upscale Lincoln. This one, being a four-door hardtop, is a these cars were always kind of cool because you can actually roll these windows down, and the entire side of the car is open, unlike a pillared sedan. The car overall is very straight. As you can see here, it does have some rot here in the lower quarter panel on the driver's side rear. This is pretty much the worst spot on the car. The rest of it's pretty clean, although, like I said, we haven't been in the trunk yet, so I don't know what the trunk floor looks like. This is the see the badging. It's a Montclair. Montclair was the middle line of the Mercury, the Monterey being the base, the Park Lane being the top trim. Again, this is considered a four-door hardtop. Haven't been able to get in the trunk in this one yet. Haven't really tried yet, so don't know what's in there. Could be a surprise. An interesting story on this car. Never been able to validate it, but supposedly this car was owned by a NASA astronaut. The previous owner was trying to trace it back that far, but couldn't really find the missing link that absolutely proved it. Thing cool about this car is it is a M code, which designates the 410. We'll go ahead and open up the hood, and we'll show you right now. This just previous owner had taken this engine apart and was kind of just reconditioning it, and so it's kind of covered up, but it's all there. Turns over, it's not frozen. Has brand new heads on it. This actually was an air conditioning car. And here we can see on the cow tag, 63 and up Fords, full-size Fords, will have this the VIN number stamped on this tag right here. See the try to get in there, and you can see the M as the engine code on this car, which designates the 410, which is basically a 390 with a 428 crank. All right, here we have the original cast iron manifold with the original Autolite or Motorcraft 4-barrel carburetor on it. The previous owner had like sandblasted and painted this intake. You see it's got the expansion tank hooked to it, which Ford was still using in these years. The manifold, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in this video, but it will have the S on it on the runner, which a lot of people mistakenly will post these as an S code intake, but pretty much all of the FE intakes of this era, 4-barrel intakes, had that S cast into them. They're really nothing special, and they weigh a whopping 175 pounds, so also known as the backbreaker. Some will actually use an actual engine hoist to set these intakes down, but I prefer to replace them with an aluminum. It's a lot lighter, saves weight, takes some weight off the front of the car. Again, car is pretty straight. Got the super, possibly J.C. Whitney sourced curb feeler, popular addition on cars back in the day. I remember my grandpa having those on a couple of his cars. This quarter panel's got some surface bubbles there. Isn't near as bad as the other side. So let's get you around. We'll check out the interior here on it. Grill's in really nice shape. Bumpers are in good shape. The car is just overall just a pretty clean car. And you can see here we've got the VIN tag on the door here. You can see these starts with a 6. That's going to denote the 66 model year. See that 5th code is the M, designating the 410 engine. Axle code is a 6 on this car, which will be a 280-to-1 ratio. Very well maybe a 9 3/8 rear end in this car. Those started appearing in some 66 cars. It's a very close cousin to the 9-inch. It has a bigger ring gear. There aren't much available in the way of performance ratios for this gear, but a 9-inch ring and pinion does fit in the 9 3/8 housing. They are 31 spline, which is a good thing. You see the transcode's a 4. That's going to denote the C6, which is excellent. 66 was the first year for the C6 transmission. See the 54 DSO, which means the district that ordered this car was Seattle. And then you see the second digit of that VIN number is a Z, which would denote that this car was built in the St. Louis, Missouri assembly plant. And you get a little bit more upscale trim in the Mercury over the Ford models. Lots of extra parts. Again, the previous owner was working on kind of not an engine rebuild, but kind of just a refurbishment. He's repainting the air cleaner, and see a lot of the parts for the car in boxes back here for the engine and so forth. You can see the AC register there. Looks like the odometer on this is showing 16,000 miles. That's definitely not going to be original mileage. You can see the wear on the pedal down there. Note that it's actually much more than that. Floors in this car appear to be pretty clean. Original radio still there. Little crack in the windshield there. This car here, unfortunately, this one actually may have the being a 66 with a 410, this one does have the C6 transmission, which was first available in 1966, which is cool. Door panel's not perfect in this car, but actually pretty decent. Again, all in all, picked this car up over on the other side of the Cascades over in Medford, Oregon. It had spent some time in Portland. I think came from probably California originally. You can see with the 4-door hardtop, there's a pillar that just comes up and kind of ends right there. It doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling, which allows you to roll those windows down and have an open air cruising experience. But I'll try to post some more video when we get into this a little bit more. Again, don't know what we're going to do with this car. Folks want to drop some comments down there. Honestly, I bought it just for the engine, to put the engine in another car, but it's kind of a cool car, even though it's a 4-door, but apparently these just don't get a lot of love, so hoping that, I don't know, maybe somebody will find some interest in it, or again, I'll probably end up using the engine and transmission in another car, possibly the 65 LTD, or maybe our 62 500 XL. But again, here we have the 66 Mercury Montclair 4-door hardtop. Thanks for watching.